Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to Figyan, which is Physics Gyan. Now, if you want to watch this video in Hindi, just click on this link given above. Okay? Alright. So today I'm going to talk about one basic mathematical tool which is called as Binomial Theorem. Now, if you are wondering what this Binomial Theorem is doing in a channel of physics, then you must understand this that mathematics is actually an integral part of physics, and it is really not possible for you to actually fall in love with physics and still be afraid of mathematics. So better let us learn it, and it's not difficult. All right, so before I even tell you what binomial theorem is or what does it do, I want to ask you a question. What is x plus y whole square? Now I know most of you will answer it like x square plus y square plus 2xy. And I know it is easy. It is just you might have done x plus y multiplied by x plus y, and this is what you'll get. Okay, what if I ask you what is x plus y to the power of 3? Uh, Still, most students, have learned this formula. They know this is x cube plus y cube plus 3xy to x plus y. And this also you can find like by multiplying x plus y with x plus y and x plus y again, which is 3 times. Okay, but will you be doing this if I had asked you x plus y to the power of 4 or x plus y to the power of 6? Or if I were a little crazy and I had asked you what is x plus y to the power of 20, will you be multiplying x plus y 20 times? Really? Because that might take you a whole day. Well, we have binomial theorem to help us. Okay, so what does this theorem state? This says that if you are finding x plus y to the power of n, then it becomes summation of k equals to 0 to n, ak x to the power of k into y to the power of n minus k. Okay, I know this hasn't made your life easier, so I'll just expand this a little bit. So, for example, the zeroth term would be a0 x to the power of 0 into y to the power of n minus 0. The first term would be a1 x to the power of 1 y to the power of n minus 1. The second term would be x to the power of 2 y to the power of n minus 2, and this will go on like this. Okay, little simpler, because for this part x and y, you pretty much know that you have to start with 0 and keep on increasing 1 in the powers of x, and you start with power of y as n and keep reducing 1 from its power till it reaches 0. Okay, but what about this a0, a1 and a2? See, a k is basically given as n factorial upon k factorial into n minus k factorial. All right, now I have an easier way to find this part, and that is Pascal's triangle. Okay, so for example, if I say what is x plus y to the power of 4, for this I want you to first take a look at this triangle. You see that this triangle has these kind of numbers. So how did we get these numbers? First of all, each level is of a row, and the row starts from 0, not from 1. So for example, this first level is actually 0th row, the second level is first row, and wherever you see numbers and wherever you don't see numbers, they're actually 0. So for example, this here is 0 and this is 0. And if you were to find a number, you just have to sum the two numbers which are preceding it. For example, if you were to write this 1, you'll just say this is 0 plus 1. If you were to write this one, you'll say it is 1 plus 0. Okay, for this one it will again be 0 plus 1. For this 2 it will be 1 plus 1. Similarly, this 3 it will be 1 plus 2. This one is 1 plus 0. So this triangle is pretty straightforward. Just keep on writing terms as summation of the two terms which are just above it, right? Okay. So for example, this was x plus y to the power of 4, which means n is 4, right? If n is 4, you have to look at fourth row, which means this row. So the zeroth term, which is a0, it will be 1 into x to the power of 0, y to the power of 4. The a1 term would be 4. 4 into x to the power of 1, y to the power of 3. The next term would be 6. 6 into x to the power of 2, y to the power of 2. The next term would be 4 into x to the power of 3, y to the power of 1. The last term would be 1 into x to the power of 4, y to the power of 0. Simple, right? I want you to notice that half of the terms 1, 6 and 15 and 20. After this, it becomes symmetric. 15 comes here, 6 comes here, and 1 comes here, right? So you just have to find half of the terms. There's one more thing that I want you to notice. Whatever the row is, for example, here this was fourth row, it had 5 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If there is sixth row, it has 7 terms, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number of terms are 7. So whatever the power of x plus y is, the number of terms in expansion you'll be getting is n plus 1. Okay, fine. But let's say if I was to ask you x plus y to the power of 20, will you keep making this triangle till the 20th row? No. So here I want you to learn this ak term, because for x and y, you'll start from 0 and you'll start from 20. You'll just keep adding plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 in x, and you'll just keep subtracting 1 from y. But how to find this ak? You know that there are going to be 21 terms, right? All right. For a0, what you have to find is 20 factorial upon k is 0. 0 factorial into 20 minus 0 factorial. This is the 0th term of 20th row. Look at here. This is the 6th row and this is the first term. Similarly, this is the 0th term of 20th row. This is the first term of 20th row, 20 factorial upon 1 factorial into 20 minus 1 factorial. And what is the factorial? I think you all must be knowing this. A factorial is, for example, if I were to ask you what is 3 factorial, it will be 3 into 2 into 1. 2 factorial is 2 into 1. Or let's say I had asked you 5 factorial. 5 factorial would be 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So this is how you can find factorials, and this is how you can find any term of any row. So this is pretty much binomial theorem, and this is what we use to expand these kind of binomials, x plus y to the power of n. Alright, so in the next video we'll be using this theorem to solve differentiations. Okay, till then, stay indoors and stay safe. Okay, bye bye.